All right, welcome back to the channel. Thank y'all so much for coming over, ladies and gentlemen. This world, these times, what we're living in right now, I told y'all before, it's getting crazier and crazier. Spooky situation, man. The Lil Tay situation is disturbing. I don't know too much about her. I just know that she was going viral because she's always like flossing her money and luxury and all this type of stuff. But there's been an update. I'll let Jamari explain it. The original video will be in the description for you guys to check out more and even subscribe. We ain't gonna waste no more time. Let's jump right into it.
So Lil Tay has always been a mystery online. For those of you who don't remember, back in 2016 to 2018, there was this little girl dubbed Lil Tay who went viral after she made countless videos flexing cars, money, and designer items.
You already know what it is. Lil Tay, the youngest flex of the century. I'm only 9 years old, but I'm richer than all y'all broke haters. This female kitchen is bigger than your whole entire living room, and I got 4 more houses. This costs more to your rent. My toilet costs more to your rent.
I should have did a disclaimer and said you might lose some brain cells watching this. But this is where we are, man. This is where we are.
Everything in my bathroom costs more to your rent. And see, this is my closet. Everything here would be designer. Gucci, Louis, Versace.
Now eventually it would leak that someone was essentially coaching her behind the scenes to say and do these outlandish things.
Bro, wait. Go back and say like, no, you broke ass bitch.
Lil Tay be popping on YouTube right now.
No. Redo. You need to be like more ignorant. You have
Wow.
to be like, ooh, Lil Tay out here.
You still irrelevant, like I said last time. What do I say?
That is when everyone saw behind the curtain, and the girl more or less disappeared after her mother, father, and brother started catching a lot of flack from people saying this was a form of abuse. Personally, I think that her brother was the one behind the persona, but it's kind of a moot point at this time. Then 2 years ago in 2023, she would return once again with another attempt to garner clout, where she and her brother literally faked their own deaths to try and create some buzz around the Lil Tay brand.
The teen rapper, whose real name is Claire Hope and who rose to fame online in 2018, has passed away.
Once this was outed as a hoax where they said they got hacked apparently, she would then return to her flexing, shit-talking ways.
5 years and y'all still broke. The GOAT is back. 5 years and I'm still the youngest one out. Yo hating ass bitches were hating on me when I was 9 years old. Talking all this shit when you don't fucking know me. So stop fucking talking. You did not come up. You had 5 years to come up and you didn't.
She also spent time saying how her dad was a horrible person, that he was allegedly posting man looking for woman ads on Craigslist, feeding her a diabolical diet, making her wear undersized clothing, and that basically both he and his girlfriend needed to be investigated by CPS due to her horrible living conditions. And I guess that was her explanation as to where she had been. Other than that, she was still chasing clout, dropping bullshit music, and with these latest antics, it really just shows the disgusting nature of our current society.
Yep.
And though these tweets have now been deleted because they were against Twitter's TOS, I did screen grab them because I knew they were going to be important in the future. And so this entire situation kind of came across my radar when I saw this tweet. If this post gets 10k likes, I'll seriously consider making the OF. And I'm sure a lot of you in your head right now are thinking, well, how old is Lil Tay? It seemed like just a couple years ago, she was a very small girl. Well, as it turns out, time does fly, and this was actually posted 6 days before her 18th birthday. It seems like she's essentially been planning on having a very similar rollout as the Catch Me Outside Bad Barbie girl, who was also teasing a pay-for-play link on the days leading up to when she would be legal age to do that.
You recently started an OnlyFans account, correct? Is it true you made over $1 million in your first 6 hours?
Yes.
This was also her bio this time, where she says, should I drop the link on my 18th birthday, June 29th? Then she got even bolder with her messaging, sharing a photo that I'm going to have to censor of Sabrina Carpenter posing nude on a Rolling Stone magazine. And she's once again asking, should I remake this on my OF if I make one on July 29th? And so she would pretty much continue with her ad campaign.
So it's my 18th birthday on July 29th, and every male has been counting down to it and literally telling me to drop the link the second I turn 18. Girlies, what do you think? Should I do it?
I mean, I won't lie to you guys. Anyone who was counting down to this, like they had.
He said, "Girlie should." I reacted to a video a while back where it was a girl literally with her laptop as they were doing a countdown to when she was turning 18. And once the clock struck, you know, once they did the countdown and she turned 18, she literally opened up her laptop and started her OF. Literally. They can do what they want to do, right? She can do the OF, she can do whatever she wants. It's the people that are supporting it that's the problem. That's the problem. Literally like this, waiting. Crazy.
Little timer set on their phone needs to be investigated by the FBI. She would then run a poll asking this same question, and 2/3 of the people said don't drop that link, don't ruin the rest of your life. Because honestly, once you go down that path, people are just going to look at you in a certain way. It's going to be very hard to get respect in other realms of your life. Just ask someone like Mia Khalifa, who spent, I believe,
you can't ask for respect if you don't respect yourself. The morals are gone. This is what they do. This is what they're used to. Think about, you got 60 something percent saying no, but that 30%, not to mention the people who are probably extremely close to her, because those are the ones she's going to listen to. You know what I mean? They're like, do it, do it, do it. And you basically are hitting a point of no return. It's raps. What they say, all the young kids, GGs, it's over with. It's over.
Only a couple of months in the corn industry, and she's noted multiple times how it completely destroyed her from a mental standpoint, and also really limited her future career opportunities. And then she's just saying shit that has no correlation. So I'm mature enough to get death threats at 9, but not mature enough to launch an OF at 18. And this whole behavior would actually get her account suspended for around a week. But on Elon's Twitter, nothing is really forever, so she would find her way back to all the sick fucks. She would follow this up by saying, I'm 18 now, where are all the pay pigs? And to me it's just so ironic, because for years she was out here calling everyone broke, saying that they needed to get like her and get their bag up, and then the very second that she turns 18, the very second that she's eligible to do this shit, she's taking that dirty money, baby.
Y'all already know what the going on. Lil Tay's dropping the youngest link of the century. Mark your calendars tomorrow, 3 p.m. EST. And nobody, including my family, including the grown-ass haters, is gonna stop me. You know why? Lil Tay rich and finna get richer, bitch!
And I just have the feeling that no one in her life is actually trying to stop her from doing this. But I would say that most sensible people would not suggest making this type of life-altering decision the very second that you can. Especially where she has other, like, modern-day avenues such as streaming where she can still make money.
Right.
And I actually have the feeling that her loser brother is still the one behind this entire fiasco. Just look at what he said. This was apparently during one of her Instagram live streams. And keep in mind, guys, this shit is just all for promo.
Why are you on live and telling people you're gonna drop a fucking link?
So I'm just gonna disappoint everybody that's been waiting since 2023 and even 2018 by not.
Bro, what in the?
She really said everyone who's been waiting since 2018, which was, if I'm doing the math correctly, 7 years ago. You know, when she was 11 years old.
Man.
I don't know, I just can't help but lose a little bit more faith in humanity as the days go by.
Right.
Bro, what in the Americanized capitalistic shit is this?
Capital? What? Everything is about the bag. You're just mad that you're broke. You're mad that no agency came to you before your 18th birthday and said, hey, we'll give you 30 to 40 mil to drop a link. Am I right or am I right?
Yeah, that's some capping ass bullshit. No one offered her $40 million to drop a link. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if her sick fuck of a brother wasn't the one recording the content.
That's a flex. That's a flex. It's not.
I think 30
getting good
M's
grades,
is flex.
contributing something to society.
Brain
I get
cells.
good grades from
Yo,
school.
get off.
Are you dead ass?
Bro, get the.
Are we dead ass? The link is dropping whether you want it or not.
Get off alive.
She then would go on to say, I did it, link in bio, all content shot at 12:01 on my 18th birthday. And then she posts this picture where she's wearing this shirt that says "Corn Star in Training."
Wow.
I mean, I guess I just don't really see why some people, like, get off on this type of thing. Like, they want to see the girl's birth certificate to make sure they can goon to her the second she turns 18. They want the fucking hospital records. And I'm telling you guys, this shit is just so PDF coded, where she says, "Freshly 18, please don't tell my mom. My 18th birthday exclusive shots at 12:01, only available for 24 hours. And it's just one of those things where I don't care if it's technically legal. This is just a disgusting thing for not only her to do, but obviously for everyone who goes and subscribes to this or looks forward to this type of thing.
Right.
To me, it's like you were just so unbelievably down bad, and you need to end up on some sort of list because you're just playing on such a slippery slope. But apparently, guys, I'm the crazy one, because she says she made $1 million in 3 fucking hours.
Man.
$1 million, Lil Tay just broke the fuck out of OF. And it's just so funny to me that this has now become something to, like, be proud of. There's, like, a sense of accomplishment. And in the modern day, there's also this sense, like, oh, if it's making money, it's okay. Look, she made $1 million. Well,
And again, think about, I've never seen, like, her Instagram, and I don't know how many actual followers she have, but I know she has to have a lot. So think about all the young girls who are also waiting. You know what I mean? Because they see that money, they see that clout, they see that fame, they see that fortune, and they're going to follow suit. They're literally going to be like, I cannot wait, you know, forget school, forget all this. And I know school ain't for everybody, but like he said, she could literally just be streaming, or whatever all these kids are doing nowadays. She could literally be doing that and be fine. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Parents, check on your kids. Check on your kids. Like, not that it really makes that much of a difference, but maybe they need to change the age to 21. You know what I mean? Because you got girls getting freshly out of high school who are doing this. Maybe they need to change it to 21. Because obviously she probably did what she did when she was still not of age, and then probably uploaded whatever she uploaded. You know what I mean? Guaranteed. This is crazy.
everyone else is slaving away. They can't even pay their bills. They don't even have a place to live. They can barely afford the groceries. And then she just has life on easy mode. And then she finally shares all the money she made in apparently 3 hours.
Great.
And she shares these alleged numbers where she got around $500,000 from personal messages, $26,000 in tips, and $500,000 in subscriptions, totaling to over $1 million in the first 3 hours. So yeah, it's essentially just the same thing that we saw with Bad Baby a couple years back. I do think that she was even more successful in her 18th birthday OF venture, and while I'm sure some of you will disagree with me, I don't know, something about this just feels like slimy as fuck to me.
Yeah.
It feels disgusting. And it's just crazy to see the now effects of someone who was exploited in their early childhood and taught all these bad lessons about life and money and flexing on people and looking down on others, has now chose to in turn exploit herself the very first chance that she gets. I also don't think that social platforms should be okay with hosting this type of message, especially if someone's trying to do this thing when they're still like 17 years old. I don't get why you would allow them to promote themselves in that way on your platform, because a lot of these tweets, they aren't going viral because people are actually sharing them. They're going viral because the new Twitter algorithm literally just chooses to put them on people's profile. All of these have like millions upon millions of impressions. I don't know, I just hope that none of y'all out there are subscribing to this type of shit. I mean, to me, it's like one of those things, like you never have a second thought as you're entering your credit card, debit card information. You never have like post-nut clarity and think, wow, I need to reassess my life. Why am I paying for this? I don't know, it's getting weird out here, guys, but thanks for watching. Let me know what y'all's opinions are down below.
Yeah, he said it perfectly. I mean, he said it's been weird out here. It's been weird since 2020. But this is, think about where we are right now and where we're about to be in like 5 years. Really think about that. But yeah, she's definitely done. It's over. It's over. Think about this. She's 18 years old, and this was the decision she made. Guarantee you, in probably the next year or so, maybe even sooner, like she's going to be regretting all this. And because like they don't realize, like, she already probably can't go nowhere. You know, you got security. You know how they be doing those. You ever see those videos where they get like, I seen the video, was like the fake Patrick Mahomes take over the mall. Like they got somebody who looked like him in the mall, and you see like everybody just, I mean, they literally had to shut the mall, like they had to pretty much kick them out because there was so many people following them. She ain't gonna be able to go anywhere. I don't care with security, whatever. Now that she's doing that, you gonna have people like really trying to come after her now. You know, these never end well. They never do. Look at all the people who started that, and look at them now. Look at the type of drama that they're dealing with. So it's hard to try to give advice and to help someone who doesn't seem to want to be helped. But again, it's the people that are supporting this. You know, it's one of them situations. She keep flossing, calling people broke. I feel like people would rather be broke than broke in. You know what I mean? You could say like maybe she'll wake up and come back from this. It's too late. It's too late. Because the stuff lives on the internet forever. Appreciate y'all coming over and watching, man. Peace out.